and okay, so I'll take a sentence and I'll put it, it's like yesterday I went to school.
Okay.
I just made that up.
All
so
right.
it's, okay, so this is gonna be weird. Sorry, I'm already embarrassed. Sorry, alphabetizers. This has nothing to do with the rest of us, so no one judge. So I want, yesterday I went to school to be in 2 columns and school, the L to end on the right column. So it'd be yesterday, 2 SCHOOL. See, so it wasn't. So then I'll go back and like, what if I put spaces in it? And I do it again. And I have to end it on the right column, and if not, I have to create a word, or I have to do a whole new sentence, or I have to find a letter or a word and make it plural or something to add the S, and then give it an extra.
So it has to end in the second column, basically, is what you're saying?
This is the most useless game. I mean, I don't know how I get anything done. This is all.
Wow. So that's not totally unusual, actually, because
It's good enough.
the alphabetizers that I talk to almost always have some obsession, I guess, or like a need for things to be in the right order, or...
Do you have that?
Not really quite like I've heard it. Like the... I think her name was Camilla, the first one that I spoke to. I actually posted she did hundreds of these things. I call them Morrowisms because her name was Morrow.
I remember.
Have you seen those?
About this, yeah.
She'll take a sentence and then like throw away the repeated letters and then scramble all the rest, and then it makes her happiest if it ends up being like related to the original phrase. Yeah, like if the first one is a question and then she ends up with an answer.
Yeah, that one was wild. I remember you showing me that.
And she was also kind of obsessed with how many letters there were. Like there was something in her mind about how she liked words with 7 letters better than 8 or something. I don't know. It was.
See, I'd be different. I like them even.
You like even number of letters?
Yeah, like your name's driving me crazy with my little category thing, because your C is a half, so it leaves it not complete.
Because if you put the 2 halves of the S together, you get a circle, right?
Get a circle.
Which would overlay the O,
the
leaving half an arc.
Yeah, so it's like, that's annoying.
That's going to keep you up all night.
You gotta throw the last name in there. And then
Well, sometimes I'll do that.
Yeah.
So
I have a D in my last name.
So that might see, so that's fantastic. Yeah, that probably helps me get. Well, no, because you have a G too.
Yeah.
And an R, so you're still uneven.
But you're the first person I've ever known who plays with the geometry of the letters, like the actual.
I would say it's a separate game, so it's not something I necessarily do related to the alphabetizing. Like I'll do the alphabetizing.
But it goes to show how letter conscious you are.
Yeah. But I'll do that with numbers. It's fun to do that with numbers too, because especially. I also like with numbers to make the time add up. So if it's like 8:42 or something, then I like that it's 8 divided by 4 equals 2.
Oh, I used to, when I was a kid, I guess I still do it. I would like say, oh look, it's 5:15. It's a multiple time.
Right.
Or it's 12:02. It's a factor time.
Yeah. So I'll do that 5 times 1 is 5. Or yeah, exactly. I'll like play, and I want them to create an equation and that it matches and it works.
Right.
And then I'll also break. Then I might be more inclined. But my alphabetizing used to be something that I did all the time, and it actually got to be annoying. So when we'd have like closed captioning on the screen, because I had Spanish speaking family that liked sometimes to be able to see it in written in Spanish to understand it. It would drive me bananas because I would not watch the movie because I would just sit there and alphabetize the words. So we're alphabetizing. So I learned to kind of turn it off, and it really wasn't until, like when people would ask me to do it, I could do it. But until I connected with you, it's starting to come back a little more where I'm more wanting to do it. It's like an impulse. Alphabetize this. What does that alphabetize? Whereas I kind of turned that off my brain because it was getting a little much. For me, I was just
all the people who have contacted me are native English speakers. I think they only speak English. So I've never known of anybody who alphabetizes in any other language, oddly enough. Some languages are not alphabetic, or the words are too long.
Imagine German. Oh.
Yeah. I know. I thought of that because I traveled to Norway a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And they don't like spaces, so all their words are like 20 letters long.
They're really long.
Yeah.
I've been there too, and yes, I agree. And they have some funky letter, like the O with the
Oh, yeah.
letter or something, or the, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to do with those. So.
Any last thoughts? Do you feel that you have, I don't know, put your finger on how you and I do this similarly or differently?
Kind of, but I feel like I wish I could understand better how I do it. I wish
Yeah.
somebody could just like put, I don't know, electrodes or something and watch us do this, because
Mhm.
there's obviously something that's happening and it feels at this point it's like blinking for
Right.
me, breathing. I don't know what I do, and slowing it down seems impossible sometimes to me to even figure out why this happens.
Mhm.
So I wish, or I hope, I guess, that there will be someone in the future that will care about useless talents and want to.
I have a feeling that everybody can do it pretty well with numbers. Brent, I'm going to put you on the spot.
No,
Like 7, 1, 4, 3. Can you put those in order?
1, 3, 4, 7.
Okay. You see, it's not that hard.
And I've tried like being married to her. I find this a fascinating talent,
Yeah.
so I'm always putting her on show.
Uh-huh.
And so I've tried to do it myself. It's hard.
But
Like,
but it's not that hard with numbers, is it?
But it's really hard with letters.
Yeah. And I think that's basically just because there are more letters.
Yeah.
And it just puts a little bit more of a demand on the RAM in your brain.
Yeah.
So
and there's
for
also like, I mean, when you think about it, educationally, you're trained to put things in numerical order. You're never trained to put things in alphabetical order.
Yeah,
Or,
that's-
I guess you kind of. I mean, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Kind of, like,
No,
Unless you're
your
filing
kids
things,
in
I guess.
School, you have to file. Sometimes they
Yeah.
file the kids in alphabetical order, like
Yeah.
files in a cabinet, in a, whatever.
Yeah. Or
File cabinet.
I had to practice looking up words and indexes a lot when I was a kid, so maybe that was part of it too. I was very alphabetically conscious.
Yeah, I feel like my 6th grade teacher, she had to start playing with words and trying to find words within words. I remember that, like, what is that called, like bananagrams or am I making that up? There's just like, where you create a new word from words, kind of like this woman that you said, this other alphabetizer.
Yeah.
And so I used to really enjoy that and think that that was really interesting, and I think my alphabetizing started just right before that, like 5th or 4th grade, but this was in 6th grade, and because I remember this class so well. It was like one of my favorite classes of grade school, and I don't know if that incited some of my interests. I have no idea why this happens, and I'll be curious to see if my daughter does it, just naturally if she's inclined.
Well, one of the guys that I spoke to has 2 kids, and he said they can't do it.
Okay.
So it's not genetic.
Okay.
It's a fluke.
We're just special.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Okay.
Was this something that it was like a natural thing that happened for you, or was there a point in your life where you started it drew interest to you and you just started practicing and getting.
I don't remember having to practice. It was just an idea that I had.
And then it happened.
Yeah. It was just a rule that I made up. It's like, remember what I told you? We're kind of obsessed with rules. We make up our own.
I feel like
So I was like, what would it be like if all the words had to have letters in alphabetical order?
Do you consider yourself a rule follower in general, like legally, or like you're gonna you prefer not to jaywalk, you're gonna go walk across?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I like following rules.
I mean,
You're
when
a rule follower.
Yeah.
I mean, when I speed on the highway.
Yes, but you get super comfortable because I feel like rules are made for other people, and I'm kind of an asshole that way. And then you're very conscious about rules.
Yeah.
And
Kind of.
yeah.
But I don't like being. But I don't like.